Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, in peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The Last Warning. The Last Warning. Shema Yasharallah Yahawah Alahayanawa Yahawah Ahud. Shema Yasharallah Yahawah Alahayanawa Yahawah Ahud. Shema Yasharallah Yahawah Alahayanawa Yahawah Ahud. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI. Call halal Yahawah, BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. And as we know, this is the as in Esau's kingdom, the heathen, this is the new year, or this is New Year's Eve that we're at right now, and we're approaching 2024. I don't want to make this too long, but and this is to the to you Israelites, man, to the Lord's chosen people, to the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. These law, statutes, and commandments are for our people, man. But we're in a time, we're in the last days. Revelation speaks about, it tells you about the 7 angels, man. And they're gonna pour out the Lord's plagues upon the earth, and we are on the 6th angel. You see, we're approaching. We are at the doorstep of Jacob's trouble. We're going into 2024. I mean, we're approaching. They're defunding the police. You're starting to see more and more less police. We're approaching a time of violence. We're approaching a time of violence that we have never seen in the earth. A time where you can't, you won't be able to call the ambulance or to call, it right now through America right now, Babylon, it's an emergency crisis. It's getting harder and harder to get in, to call, for you to get in touch and contact the police, for them to show up to crime scenes. It's getting harder and harder to get the ambulance to come at a certain time, to get through to them. The contamination of food, the contamination of water. It tells you in Revelations, the 6th chapter, that power was given unto him, man. And that's Esau, Edom, the white man. He is in rulership. He is in rulership without a question. And look at the mess that he has made, man. This is it for man's, the heathen, man's rulership, man. The Lord, Yahawah, BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's coming back to set up his kingdom, and and all of Israel will be saved, man. But 2/3 of our people they're gonna face judgment because they're not seeking the Lord, and they're not doing it in truth and sincerity. They're into all these different philosophies. They're mixed up. They're confused. A lot of our people are slaves to sex. They're a slave to drugs. They're a slave to money. You know, some of them got these high, high-end jobs, and they are rubbing elbows with the enemies, like they're really kissing their ass. You know, and some of them, they hate their own people, man. And this is going to be part of the, because there's civil war coming. There's a level of violence that we have never seen that's coming. There's a level of violence that's coming that we have never seen. Never seen. Your cities, your residential areas, there's going to be shootouts, kidnappings, people burning down your grocery stores, your banks, tying up people, trading people, there's blackouts, power outages. All this is coming in 2024 and going forth, man, leading up to the Lord's second return. And you're going to have the name. You will have to have the name in this end time. The Lord is a Hebrew Israelite. The Lord didn't speak English, man. He didn't speak English. He's a Hebrew Israelite. The Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's a Negro, man. He's a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. See? So, we're in a time of, examining yourself, heavy examination, examining yourself, seeking, to do right, changing your ways, man, growing up, because our people are, they're simple, man, and they their behavior. Let me go here. Matter of fact, this is just, I'm not gonna make this long. This is just a quick hit, man. But we are in the last days, man. We are in the last days. This is the latter end. When the Lord came, roughly 2,000 years ago, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, you will have to have this name in the end time. You will have to have this name, but when he came roughly 2,000 years ago, that was the end. But here we are in the end. There's only a few more prophecies left. But for you Israelites, man, the Lord said, I have sent to you all my prophets. Noah prophesied for over 100 years, or Noah was warning the people for over 100 years, man, to get right, to come back to the Lord. He warned them for over 100 years. The Lord said, I have sent to you all my prophets. What is about to take place in this 2024 and going forward is heavy judgment. You're about to lose some very close family members and friends. And the level of violence and war and hatred is going to go beyond what you can ever imagine. This is Jacob's trouble that we're approaching. This is why you Israelites, this is to the Lord's chosen people, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, to the tribes, man, to the men, the women, our people. We have to get right with the Lord. Seek him while he may be found, because there's a famine, not of just food. There's a famine of food coming, but of hearing the word, the Lord's word. You're not going to be able to find this word real soon. Let me go here. It's time to get your spirit right and to do right. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11, and it says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. See? And this is the great legendary, our forefather, Apostle Paul, speaking. See? And, to the men, starting with the men of the tribes, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the men, the young men and up, man, it's time. The men can do better. Your character, your integrity, ultimately seeking the Lord, man. To the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, to the men first. Even myself, to do better, man. To fear the Lord, because fearing the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. You have to really, in this end time, to really examine yourself on everything that you're doing. You and praying, repenting every single day, praying for forgiveness, and examining yourself on what you do and how you carry on how you carry yourself. The Lord is he's looking at that. You have to pray. You have to pray for forgiveness. The Lord said a foolish thought is a sin. How many foolish thoughts do you have during the day? See? So you have to pray and beg for mercy to the Lord, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, the Savior, the Deliverer. You have to pray and beg for mercy, that the Lord has mercy on you in this end time. And you have to believe. You have to have faith. Pray for more faith. We are in a heavy time of examination. I know for myself, I'm terrified, man, on how I treat, my people, and what I'm doing, what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, what I'm eating. Is just I'm constantly paying attention, to everything. The Lord said, pray and watch. There is so much coming in this new year, 2024. And going forward, we're going into the worst time that a human has ever seen on earth. The Lord said, if the righteously, the elect scarcely make it. The elect is scarcely going to make it. There's going to be some things coming down the road here that we're about to be terrified of, man. That's going, to be shooken up. It's going to shake us up. It's going to be some fear. But the Lord is going to make a way. He's going to put the Spirit on his elect, the remnant of those that have came back to him and that are seeking him early right now, before shit hits the fan. Because 2/3 of our people, they're going to wait to the last seconds to try to seek him. And it's going to be too late. And let me go here. Philippians, because we got to be in this end time. If you're serving the Lord, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, the Lord's going to destroy this place, America, Babylon. See? He's going to destroy this place from within and then shoot the missiles. That's going to be the final destruction on this place. He's going to burn this place down. But you're going to lose everything. And to the men, even to the women too, you better be prepared. Nothing's more important than salvation. There's nothing more important than salvation. The Lord told you, he that seeketh to save his life shall lose his life, man. If you're trying to save your life, that means that you're trying to maintain your possessions and your lifestyle in this world. The Lord said, "I'm in His Father's house are many mansions." The Lord's going to bless everything that we lost on this side. The Lord is going to quadruple that, And you're going to be blessed beyond whatever that you can think of for the Lord, man, for him. And he sees that and honors that. He's going to bless you for whatever. This is to you Israelites. You got to be ready to leave, everything behind, man, everything behind. Let me go here. Philippians 3:7. Philippians 3:7, and it reads, it says, but what things were gain, to me, those I counted loss for Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. See, it says, but what things were gain to me, those I counted loss for Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. So basically, Paul is saying these things that I had, I counted them, they were valuable, man. A lot of us have good jobs, good decent jobs, and good decent cars and clothes and stuff like that. You think they're valuable, but it says I counted loss for Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. They're worthless, especially when you come in and you find the secrets, the mysteries of the Lord of Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. They're worthless. All these worldly things, they're worthless. You see, they're nothing. It says 8. It says, yea, doubtless, and I counted all things but loss, Salakia. It says, yea, doubtless, and I counted all things but loss for excellency of the knowledge of Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, my Lord, my power. It says, for whom I have suffered for the loss of all things, and do count them but dung. See, that I may win Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. So, these things, these possessions, these materialistic things, they're nothing. I'll read it one more time and I'll close out with this. It says, yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. So we got to be prepared to lose everything, man. The Lord is he's going to restore his people, ultimately starting with his elect, to he's going to restore us and bless us beyond whatever we can think of. It's over on this side. It's over. And the persecution and the hatred and lies amongst the saints are coming. But we already have the victory, man. We already have the victory. This, Esau and, 2/3 of our people, they can have everything on this side. The Lord said, better is he that is poor. Now, we know we have to go to work and kind of, make some money to maintain our lifestyle. But, it's coming to a time where all this is about to be lost. Because when that C-HIP comes, the RFID, the C-HIP, when that comes, it's going to be made mandatory. And this is going to be the new economic, the new economy, the new the money, the digital dollar, that mark. If you don't have that mark, you won't be able to do nothing. It's going to come to a point where they're going to put you to death. Because there's the draconian, tyrannical government that Esau and this beast system is about to set up, that they're implementing. So, to you Israelites, man, this is the last warning. We're in that final hour. We're at the doorstep of the MOTB, the RFID, the C-HIP. It's time to, get your spirit right, because once the Lord brings that famine of the word, of hearing the word, all hell is finna break loose. Violence. And so, you know, to the men, the women of the tribes of the Lord's chosen people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you know, get your spirit right, man. You know, this is the last warning. We're in that final hour. So, you know, you just expect a level of violence that we have never seen unfold. There's explosions coming. Buildings are going to be exploding everywhere real soon here. Hand-to-hand street shootouts in the middle of the street. Lack of police. The pestilence, the diseases that are about to be running rampant here in America, Babylon. Food completely contaminated. The lack of water. Blackouts, power outages. I mean, violence, hatred is coming. And if you don't have the Lord, if you don't have Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, if you're not a part of this elect, you know, you're not going to make it. And you got to be prepared. Be prepared to leave everything behind for your salvation. Shalom.